Hey guys, Karen here, and welcome back to my channel today. After almost a year, I have finally decided to bring back the Destiny weapon comparison series. I know, it took me way too long, but honestly, there weren't too many weapons in this game that I was interested in comparing. However, with the return of all the raids and the Age of Triumph, I immediately got excited to bring this series back for you guys. So if you have any suggestions for future episodes, leave them down in the comment section below for a chance to be featured in the next one. But that is enough intro for this video. In this one, we are going to be comparing two of the most iconic scout rifles in the game, the Vision of Confluence and the Fang of Yut. Just for clarification, we are specifically going to be comparing the Adept exotic versions of these weapons, however, the ruling still should be the same for the legendary versions as well. If you guys have not seen one of my comparisons before, we start off by taking a look at a lot of different factors, such as the overall weapon design, effectiveness in different activities in Destiny, as well as a unique miscellaneous topic for each video, and then after those we decide which one is the best after all of that examination. So let's go ahead and get into this. So as always, we're going to start off this video by taking a look at the overall design. So first, the Vision of Confluence has a fairly basic design. The only unique feature is the bipod that this weapon has on the bottom front of it, which most scout rifles in the game don't have. Other than that, however, it's just a sleek looking weapon with a nice gold and silver skin, but it definitely isn't the coolest looking scout rifle in the game. On the other hand, the Fang of Yut has a very unique design. The dark black rocks have an almost purple tint that flows extremely well with the pulsing green spots that cover this entire weapon. In addition, the rocky spikes fit the theme of the Crota raid very well. So because of all of that, in terms of aesthetics, I'm going to consider the Yut to be much more appealing, so it's going to take the win for this round. Now in the second round, we take a look at the different recoil patterns and other stats that these weapons have in comparison to one another. Now to start off, most of the weapon stats are nearly identical. The main differences are that the Vision has a much lower range but a much higher stability value. This is amplified by the fact that the Vision comes with the Zen Moment perk, which makes this weapon even more stable after getting a hit on an enemy. However, if the amount of recoil that the Fang has proves to be a problem, you can always use the Perfect Balance perk in the middle tree instead of high caliber rounds. That's something I would not recommend doing, but it's always an option. On the other hand, the Fang of Yut has a much smaller magazine size, but this is easily remedied by the Spray and Play perk, which increases your reload speed. Now these weapons have the same base bullet damage at close range, but the Vision's damage falls off much more quickly whenever you get further from your enemy. Now in terms of recoil, both of these weapons have an extremely similar pattern and both can be controlled fairly easily, so that's really not a factor in this discussion. Now I'm going to say overall both of these weapons have great perks and handle very well, but the Vision is just a tad bit easier to use, especially if you're an inexperienced player. Now in round 3, we're going to be comparing these weapons' functionality in Crucible. So first off, the Vision's full auto and Zen Moment perks make it an absolute beast at mid to close ranges in the Crucible. It hits extremely hard, especially when you can get consistent critical hits, and it's very easy to get multi-kills with this weapon with little effort. Now I found that this weapon is great for modes like Rift and Control where the enemies will consistently group up and not really pay attention, so you can just keep an eye on a good choke point and you can easily pick them off one by one. Now the Fang of Yut is actually fairly good as well, but it fills a much different role within the Crucible. So I found that this weapon is a monster at winning extremely long range engagements, and by that I mean very long range. You can see this in the background gameplay where you can essentially see me shooting people across the entire map. So if I were to try to do this with the Vision of Confluence, it would probably take around 20 bullets to kill someone, making the Fang much better at this longer range. So if you're the type of person to cover objectives from a longer range, maybe using a sniper and a scout rifle, I would definitely recommend the Fang. However, if you play at medium to close ranges, as you were required to in most game types, the Vision is definitely better. So that fact combined with the larger magazine size and the ability to quickly knock out enemies makes this weapon better for PvP in my opinion. Now in round 4 we are taking a look at how each weapon performs in PvE. So first off, the Vision is still really good in PvE activities such as strikes, however its perks don't really shine through as much. There really isn't any need to have that much stability in PvE. However, the Fang of Yut has some perks that are absolutely amazing in PvE. So the combination of its intrinsic perk to do more damage on Hive Majors and the high caliber rounds perk makes it extremely good for taking out harder enemies. You can essentially freeze enemies in their place by just shooting them in the head with high caliber rounds. So both guns are extremely viable in pretty much all PvE activities, but I think that the Fang of Yut outshines the Vision in most of these different activities because it just makes it easy to take out higher level enemies. So because of that, I'm going to give the win to the Fang for this round. And finally, we have reached the last round, which is the miscellaneous round. For this video, I'm going to be asking which of these guns is better for their respective raid. So if you guys don't know, the Vision of Confluence comes from the Vault of Glass raid, and the Fang of Your Yurt comes from the Crota's End raid, so we're going to be seeing which of those guns is better from the raid that it drops from. Now this is definitely a close one, however I think I'm going to have to give this round to the Vision. So the Vision of Confluence comes with the Oracle Disruptor perk, which is all but essential in the Oracle and Atheon encounters within the Vault of Glass. This weapon provides a huge advantage during these sections of the raid, and I pretty much always have it on during those. On the other hand, while the Fang is a great gun for Crota's End, so is pretty much every other gun. The intrinsic perk to do more damage on high majors falls a little bit short, because other than during the Deathsinger encounter, there really aren't that many majors in Crota's End. And even in that scenario, a sniper or sword works much better than a scout rifle. So while the Fang is useful in Crota's End, you can pretty much use any other weapon and perform just as well, if not better. So because of that, I'm going to give the Vision the win for this round because it is essentially a crutch that you need to have during the Vault of Glass. So overall, these weapons are extremely close, but I'm going to have to give the final win to the Vision of Confluence. This weapon is an absolute beast in Crucible and still maintains extreme viability within all PvE activities, especially the Vault of Glass raid. On top of these things, it is extremely easy to use and I have quite a bit of fun doing so on a regular basis. So let me know what you guys think about my final decision in the comment section below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating and share this video with your friends. So if you guys didn't know, we're actually getting very close to 4,000 subs, and I do plan on doing some type of giveaway once we hit it. I have a couple things picked out. It'll probably be like a 3 or 4 item giveaway, and I'm pretty excited to do it. So make sure you guys are sharing around my channel so we can hit that goal as quickly as possible. If you are interested in seeing the video on screen, you can click the invitation to be taken to it. Finally, subscribe for more awesome Destiny content, and I'll see you guys in my next video.